What's going on, cronies? Cat Burglar back with you. Happy Saturday. Let's get right into the recap. Shea Alexander over 33 and a half points is what I had. I said play it up to 34 and a half. He went to 30, I think 5 or 36, so everybody should have cashed on that. And then we had OKC money line, and we cashed on that. So a nice 2-0 day, which is always good. Nice to put some cash in our wallets. But we're back at it again, and we're just gonna. I don't really. I'm not gonna go into the NBA too much today because the game's not until Monday, um, and I don't really have a take on it right now. I'm trying to think if there's any good plays there. I need to look at some of the prop lines, and go basically that route. But right now, this is a tough game to call. How I see this series playing out really right now is OKC wins the next game. It goes back to Indiana. Indiana wins that game, and then OKC closes them out in 7. That's what I anticipate. Um, and I think Vegas anticipates that too with posting this 9 line and all the way up to 9.5. So it'll just be interesting to see kind of how these next games play out. But I definitely think this goes 7 games. It's very closely matched teams. It's been a heck of a series. But right now, I don't really have a take. One thing that was interesting in Game 4 last night is how high a scoring the first quarter was. There was like 70 points scored in the first quarter, but it really slowed down after that. And you would think, like, okay, 70 points scored in the first quarter, this thing's going way over. But it went under again. And they're moving this total down. It seems like every game it was opened at the first game, I think at like 231, 232, and then it went to 228, and now it's all the way down and opened at 224 and a half, and it's being bet down again. You're seeing 223, 222 and a half at circa. Like it keeps getting bet down. And as we go into the series, it'll be interesting if we start getting into the 115s, 116s. That would be, 15, 16 point. I think at some point, this gets so low that you got to bet the over and go the other way, but I don't think we're there yet. All the games seem to be about right around 117, 118, some of those numbers. So, or excuse me, 218. 219, somewhere in there. It's really close. But anyways, I'll get into that probably more tomorrow, but I'm going to jump into the WNBA. All right, so we got Minnesota and Los Angeles here. I lean Minnesota, but this won't be a play. Just the line's too high for me. Minnesota's a far better team. And I do think they will end up covering the spread here, but it's just too big for me. As you guys know, I don't like these double-digit lines at all. So, I'm going to pass on this game. But the next game, New York, Indiana, I told you guys yesterday I bet it at 6.5. I liked it. I bet the money line as well on New York. It went down to 4.5 because Caitlin's playing, Sophie's playing. They're both back for this game. The big question is Jonquel Jones. Is she going to play for New York? Because if she does, New York's just really good. They got really no answer for, gosh, I forgot her name now. But that basically their best player. Obviously, they still got Sabrina. They brought in the point guard from Phoenix. She's really good. But I just for some reason I can't think of her name. But anyways, it is what it is. New York is a better team, and Caitlin's been gone now for 2 weeks. I doubt she's just gonna jump back on the court, be 100% Caitlin. I mean, she could be, but I just don't see it. Sophie's been out for 4 or 5 games too. I don't see her just jumping right back in. And Indiana has struggled. So what I'm playing here is a couple different things. I'm playing New York. I played it at 6.5. I'm playing it again at 4.5, and I'm also playing the money line. Okay, so if you're betting it just today, I would bet New York minus 4.5 and play a little bit on the money line. I'm also betting Kelsey Mitchell over 15.5 points. I think she's going to get a lot more easy looks from Caitlin Clark. And I'm betting Caitlin Clark over 8.5 assists. I think she's going to get a lot more assists than points. I did bet the point total under, I think it was 18.5, but it just got moved to like 17.5. At that point, it's really close. I don't think she scores a ton of points today. But, I mean, obviously it's Caitlin Clark. She could put up a 30-piece. Who knows? But I bet her under 18.5, but that line's no longer out there. It changed right before. And it's down to 17.5 now. So I can't really give you guys that. It's just I don't like 17.5. I do like under 18.5 and Caitlin Clark. If you can for some reason get that number still anywhere at your books, I'd definitely play that. So to recap here, New York, I bet at 6.5 yesterday. I'm also betting at 4.5 and money line. I'm betting Kelsey Mitchell over 15.5 points. I'm betting Caitlin Clark over 8.5 assists. And I did bet Caitlin Clark under 18.5 points, but if you can't get that, I would not bet it at 17.5. So those guys are my plays today. 2-0 yesterday. Let's keep this going. Let's keep cashing some freaking tickets. Let's keep these winners coming. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow with another video.